Hi everyone, welcome back. Today's video is going to be all about brows. For those of you that have followed me a good while, or just know me personally, you know that brows are a huge subject for me. I was not blessed with these big beautiful brows, and part of that is because in younger years, for some reason I thought it was cool to have skinny eyebrows. So let's just get on the same page right now. Skinny eyebrows are not cool. Please do not tweeze your brows yourself. Get them professionally done. I have a friend of mine, Jolena, do them. Her Instagram is Brows by Jo, and she has helped give me a lot more shape than I have had in years. I thought this video would be super important to make. One of my sisters that lives out of state, back when I made, I think, my first video, she commented on one of my videos and said, can you please do a brow tutorial where your hands actually come through my screen and do my eyebrows for me, because she just loves how I do her brows. So I want to help teach all of you guys my technique on brows. So some of my favorite products to use, I love the Anastasia brow powder duo, and I use the color dark brown. It's got two shades right next to each other. For the most part, I use this darker shade. The reason it comes with a lighter one is pretty much if there's any areas that you need just light coverage or a little bit softer, it gives you the option for that. Another product I super love is Anastasia's Brow Wiz. The color I love in this one is medium brown. And when it comes to pencils, I'm super picky, because back in the day I used a Chanel pencil that I loved the color, but after like a couple months of using it, I seriously had no eyebrows because it was so stiff. It was like pulling my hairs out as I was trying to like draw them in. So this one goes on really smooth, and it's nice because it has like a little spoolie on the other end so you can go back through and soften them. For the most part, I use this any areas that I need more coverage. So if I want to like make little hair strokes, kind of fake it like there is more hair there, this pencil is perfect for that. I love this L'Oreal Brow Stylist Plumper. The shade I use for this is medium to dark, and it's pretty much just a gel. This is something that I really love, like if I'm running to the gym and I just don't want to scare people with no eyebrows, I'll still put a little bit of this in my brows because it does give me a little bit of tint and a little bit of coverage. But I also use it when I'm done with my brows to like go through and comb, because the gel-like formula does help so that it holds them in place and they look really groomed and pretty. My brush that I love, I had an Anastasia brush that I used for years and I loved, and then I finally found this Morphe dupe, which I was super excited about. It's the exact same minus one thing, so it's got a spoolie on one end and a nice slanted angle situation. The only thing that's different about this one is just a little bit wider than the Anastasia one, which personally doesn't bother me at all. But yes, this, the brush number is E29. It's amazing. So if you guys want to see my technique on how I fill in my brows, go ahead and keep watching. Okay, so starting out with my Anastasia brow powder and my Morphe E29 brush, I'm gonna start outlining my shape, going from the very start of my brow on the bottom, drawing a line straight over into the bottom of where I want my arch to be. So a straight line from the bottom tip over to the bottom of my arch, and then going from the bottom of my arch down to the tail of my brow, and then just making sure that line is really straight. And moving up to the top, I want the start of my brow to be softer, so I'm going to move over just a little bit so we don't have like a strong, hard, squared off brow, and make a line going up to where I want the top of my arch to be, and then top of the corner of the arch down to the tail. And you can see I do definitely lack in my arches, so I'm just going to go back through and push more powder in there so I can get a little bit more coverage. I always tell people eyebrows are sisters, not twins, so try not to obsess over them being super perfect, although I totally do that too. And as we get closer to the start of our brow, like I said, I like that to be a little softer, so I do an up and down motion and I don't re-dip more product on there. I'll just use kind of like what's left over on the brush and just wiggle up and down. And look at that crazy difference. And then using the spoolie end, I'm going to use upward motions and just comb it out just to make sure any harsh lines are softened out. And then going over to my other brow, I'm going to draw the bottom shape there. Bottom tip going up to the bottom of the arch, and then bottom of the arch going down to the tail. And just for a little bit of a rule of thumb too, so you guys know where your brows should start and stop. They should start lined up to the ball of your nose. So if you're at the ball of your nose and you're pointing straight up towards your forehead, that's about where you want them to start. And where you want them to stop will be if you're drawing a line from the edge of your nose up to the corner of your eye, up pointing towards your temple. That's where the end of your brow should be. So I've got the top of that arch drawn on, and now I'm connecting it down over to the tail. And then getting closer to the tip of my brow, I'm just doing those up and downward motions again. You can see the coverage there is a lot softer than what I've got on the rest of my brow. And then once again using the spoolie to comb upward and soften any lines. And then going in with the Brow Wiz pencil, you can see one end's got the pencil, the other side has a spoolie. I'm going to comb through any areas that need a little bit more coverage so I can almost fake some hair-like lines. So just with a really soft hand, I'm filling in any areas that are a little bit more sparse to me. And this step is a little bit extra. I feel like you could kind of do without it, but you guys know I'm a brow freak, so I can't. Now, final step is using the Brow Stylist Plumper, combing upward just to get those hairs kind of locked in place. And like I said earlier, it is tinted, so it will give coverage. So be careful getting it on your skin where you don't have hair because it will tint you. Okay everyone, that's it. Brows are all done. I went ahead and finished the rest of my face. So the difference of my brows filled in and not filled in, you guys can probably see now why I'm a little self-conscious about it. Having your brows filled in is one of the most important parts of your makeup because it totally frames your face and just completes any look. So I hope you guys try this routine a couple times. What I recommend doing is like watch a part of the video, pause it, try it yourself, and then just keep doing that through the whole routine. And practice, 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 because you're not necessarily gonna try this tomorrow and nail it on the first try. I hope you do. But brows are one of those things that are a little bit trickier and kind of takes time to get comfortable with. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you loved the video. Be sure to give the video a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel. Tag me on Instagram when you guys fill in your brows using this technique, and I can't wait to see all of you with beautiful, amazing brows. Thanks again for watching, and I will see you guys next time.